What's happening, YouTube and all you viewers? And welcome in all you new folks who have never seen an I Paint Creatures video. But I'm here today to talk a little bit about a project that I started like 3 years ago, and I stream live on twitch.tv. And I'm not really of a gaming person, I'm an artist, and I specialize, of course, in I paint creatures, painting creatures, and people know me as IPC, so you're wondering where that comes from, and that's basically my acronym. And I'm here to talk about a project that I have called the CREATURPEDIA. And the CREATURPEDIA is amazing because I've always been into bestiaries and documents of fantastical imagined creatures, created by poets and artists over the centuries, all the way up to the modern franchises of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Miyazaki content, and all the way to where I used to work at Lucasfilm and Star Wars. And so what I've done on my stream is when you follow, you come in and to greet you, I ask you three mythological questions. One is, what is your mythological powers? What is your elemental powers? And it could be all the way down to just your interests and what makes you live and want to breathe and be alive. And it could be elemental, like you see a lot of these creatures right here. They're elemental. The last one was fire. This one is ice, right? And snow and coldness, and it's a horse. So the three questions I ask is, what is your elemental power? The second one is it male or female or neutral creature? And the third one is, what animals do you identify with? And so basically I kind of do a Pokemon on the fly. I just sit there and I just start creating all these creatures on the fly for people in the chat. And it's a mechanism, it's an old mythological mechanism to get to know someone a little deeper through poetics, right? Through symbolism and metaphor. And I created for them right on the spot with mixed media in my watercolor sketchbook. And to this date right now, I've done almost, I think, over 2,000. We haven't counted them in a while, but it's just amazing. And my background is character development. Like I mentioned, I work at Lucasfilm, and I've worked at a lot of other high-tech industry places doing a lot of creative character development. And so this way, I found is just a social way of doing it. And I'm basically working on an epic tale called Matsu. It's in a sci-fi, fantasy, and manga environment, and it inhabited by all these yokai creatures. And the way I create yokai creatures is yokai, roughly translated in English, means strange spirit. And so I treat it as that more than like a franchise, owned creature. And I just make strange spirits. And so it allows me to do conceptual creature art right online live and create them in these books. And so I do it as a exercise to basically get people creative and to get to know them on a deeper level, and it's fun and entertaining. But at the end of the day, I'm developing characters like I used to do for a lot of high-tech companies and creative entertainment franchises. And now I'm doing it for my own, and it's incredible how all these creatures get created. You can see they're so fantastical. I wouldn't even think of a lot of these things just sitting there drawing or even working with a creative team. I'm working with the actual people. Like this last one right here, he came in and he answered the three questions, right? One was ink. He loved tattoos. He loved motorcycles, right? And he loved, like Harley Davidson world. So I got skulls and, all kinds of ink tools and, all kinds of elements. And he's riding his motorcycle. And so I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know I'm going to be making a lot of videos because I like to study it too. And I document what happens and the different areas of it expands my creativity and my production efforts. And if you're watching this first time and you just found I Paint Creatures, come on over to Twitch, hit the follow, talk in the chat, and I'll be right there with you, and I'll pull up the three questions, and I'll create your original creature. So all my social media and everything is down below. Check it out. I Paint Creatures out. Thank you. Hit the sub, the bell, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you real soon. I Paint Creatures out.